Okay, welcome to this technically the start of the next season. Now, of course, it is before the season resets. I usually record this, so I have some time to check out the cards that we pull pre-dueling to build the deck. So, we're going to go to the packs, and we are a little low on gems, 2500. But, you know, it's fine. Go to 10 pack. Now, at the end of the last episode, we pulled some interesting stuff. So far, on these 10-pack things, we didn't really have that much luck for, you know, effective cards. But maybe that'll change today. So let's just get started. Doesn't look too great, I will say. But let's just crack into those and see if the deck gets a little more, or we can change a little more on the deck. A Gen X, Chem Critter, Dream Shark. You can also run with Dream Shark once per turn. If you control monsters in or if monsters of water, you can switch them as card from hand. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's a 5. We can switch some of this if we put this in the water. Another Lunalite, Dragonite Send-Off. Gemknight Lazuli. Interesting. But nothing I would say is, you know, standing out to me in this one. Let's get into the second pack. A Bujingi, Gusto, another Holding Arms. Wasn't this kinda neat? Change all non-worm type attack position monsters that were special summoned from the main extra deck and defense position. All non-worm type monsters that were special summoned from the main extra deck lose defense equal to the original defense. Right. I mean, you know, if I need to beat over something, it would be neat. It's also Worm, which, you know, is never bad. More super heavy samurais. Ooh, something for a cyber stack, maybe. We don't have backup secretary. Okay, we don't have backup secretary, so not really. And another dispatch Perazzi, oh my god. Yeah, let's get into pack number 3 from Seasoned Start. Zombies, reptile, an incantation card. Okay. Oh. Really? We get an SR and it's a second Transmigration Prophecy? Oh, another one. Saint Azamina. That is not happening. That is not happening. Yeah, this one's literally nothing. 2 SRs. One I have and one I will never be able to get on the field. Pack number 4. Okay. 2 more SRs, a Magic Spectre. Gateway to Dark World. Now, we're not playing Dark World anytime soon. Forest of Lost Flowers. Oh. Zoha. Like this guy. What is this? Once you okay. You are Regenesis Lord. This is actually pretty nice to have. Right now, we don't have that many monsters with... Oh, wait, no. It's exactly 2500 original attack and defense, right? So this is actually not that easy to make. I mean, if I can figure out a way to do that, we would have for battle phase a 5000 attack monster that pierces. So we'll keep that in mind, definitely. Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. And an opponent's monster you have Odd Eyes Conning Pendulum Zone, you can make that monster in 1200 attack. Okay, but that's kind of pointless because we're not playing pendulums. Okay, yeah, this is useless. Regenesis slot might be something, though. No, nope. Mecha Phantom Beast, the DDD Headhunter. One of those. One of our first cards we got. Very funny card. Another Ancient Warrior and an Artgenics Accelerator. Yeah, nothing in this one. Let's go to pack number 6. Oh, we got an upgrade. So you are. Damn. Love me some rainbows. Didn't we pull this in one of the earlier packs? Happy's Hunting Ground, Sentinel, Mitsurugi, Mirror. Another Dream Shark. What the hell? Ice Stole. And our UR is Le Virtue Dragon. Yo, a rank 3? I take it. You can activate one of the detach one material from monsters you control. That one. Talk about 2 these monsters on the field. Detach one material from one of those monsters to the other. Huh. I can think about this. It's a level 3. It has place in the water deck, and technically in our other deck we don't have Virtue Stream though. I'm pretty sure. But interesting pull for the future, maybe. Let's go into the pack number 7. Another Mermaid. Fabled Lifehack. What is this? Cool art design. A card design. Once on field, any damage your opponent takes this turn is halved. Becomes equal to opponent's current life points until the end of the phase. During. Wait. Like one phase of monster field. Any damage your opponent takes this turn is halved. Also, that monster's attack becomes equal to your opponent's current life points. Technically, does this matter? I don't think it does. You can manage the convention card from a graveyard to come on this monster field. Also, wait. Okay, so if I activate it, it gets my opponent's current life points, and if I use it during the main phase when it's in graveyard, it gets to my current life points. Yeah, I don't think I'll have a use for that. Is this a tuner? It is. Okay. We have some TG cards we can technically use then. What we need TG tuners for. We have one, I think. True Drake Apocalypse. Central monster destroyed. You cannot activate found. Okay. We don't really have that many True King stuff where I would say this is useful. Oh, we got 2. AI Connect. Reruin service monster in your hand. Apply the effect based on okay, so this would come in become relevant in a Cyber deck. Service and reruns if we do it. Oh, that is actually pretty good if we want to put it in a Cyber deck. And this is Gravekeeper Shaman. When I, at the end of the last episode, said I played Gravekeeper, there wasn't an invitation to get Gravekeepers. I'm just saying. Don't even want Necro Valley. It hinders me more than my opponent, probably. King's Consonants. Negate the attack. Apply the rest of this card's effect. Banish 1 tuner monster and any number of non-tuner monsters from a graveyard whose level tools equal 8 or less. And if you do, one super monster whose level is interesting. Huh, that is wild. Yo, Blue is Chaos Dragon. We have Chaos Max and Chaos Dragon. They could guess Chaos Form, that would be great. There's a Shamanism, Chronomaly, and Metal Rocket Dragon. Yeah, I'm not really convinced by rockets right now. They need I feel like they need a lot of specific pieces. Even if you want to swan. Oh, UR and an SR in this one. Mirage Mirror Force. That's not... I mean, I would love to get a Mirror Force, but that's probably the one I really don't care about. What's gonna say? Graveyard, this cards. If we play Illusions, I guess. Spiritual Beast. Oh, we pulled this last episode as well. Having 2 of this might make this more attractive to play more Spyro cards. And Crane. When it's a storm summon, you can target level 3 monster in your graveyard, especially when I target and negate its effects. Yeah, we put this in the deck. This is basically a rank 3 on its own if we have anything else in the graveyard. If we normal summon it, of course. So, if we somehow can special summon... yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but I think this is still good. It's just not necessarily good for the first turn, but, you know, subsequent turns might be pretty decent. But what is our final UR for this beginning of the Season 10 Pole Master Pack Extravaganza? It is Quirky Miro Maximus. Yeah. It's a card. Yeah. We cannot use this. Sad. Let's see what we have. So I think the Virtual Dragon might be interesting in the future. It is interesting now for the water deck because it can add a fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster from my graveyard to my hand, which might be relevant. And the Exist effect is not terrible though. I feel like, so if I have this and like Goblin Biker Gabonga, right? And I use this effect and I attach one material from one of those monsters to the other. Does this still count as detaching material from one and then attaching it to the other? Or does it attach to the other but it doesn't count as detaching? Because if it doesn't count as detaching, Gabonga wouldn't activate. I would have to experiment with that. Regenesis Lord could be decent as like a finisher because, you know, 5000 piercing, we have several ways to put enemy cards into defense, but this needs a face monster with exactly 2500 attack or defense. I have to check out if I have anything like that. Crane is pretty good. I Connect is very good for the cyber stuff. And you know, other than that, I mean, you know, Dracolich is interesting. I do want more worms. This is an effect that can out some cards that we cannot beat over otherwise. Crap. And other than that, I don't really see anything where I'm like excited about, really. Just, you know, more of the same. You know, Dream Shark again, but I don't really need 2 of those. We get 3 Herod. No, oh, I was sorry. My right eye is quite a bit worse than my left eye. So, you know, from the corner of my eye, this looked like the same. No, we have 2 Heritage of the Light, which is I mean, you know, not useful for us. And yeah, nothing here. But not terrible. But, you know, pulls like this are why I don't really think this is too powerful. Because, you know, it's just... It makes it easier for me. And, you know, we're not getting a huge power boost out of this. But yeah, I will check out what we can do. Especially, you know, Crane probably getting into the deck in some way. The Virtual Dragon, I don't know. Maybe. And I'll see if I can do something with Regenesis Lord. And I'll see you in the deck. Alright, and here we are in the deck. Even though we got a lot of cards since the last time, the deck didn't actually change that much. I have added our Materia Reactor Zaptwing, and, you know, as you can see, we only have these 2. So, like, Zaptwing and Exoraptor. So, nothing outside of that, but Zaptwing can search Exoraptor, and if I do have Exoraptor on the field, if I have Exoraptor and Zaptwing, I can special summon Exoraptor, special summon Zaptwing. It's easy 3. I also put in Crane. Just more stuff to recycle from grave. We can get a 3 from graveyard, and then either make a rank 3, or link 2, or link whatever, depending on how much we have on the field. That's basically the main changes. Or the only changes really for the monsters. However, we did pull Solemn Strike last time. So I removed Enemy Controller and added Solemn Strike. I did remove Enemy Control because I never really drew it, and it rarely came up However, I probably will remove Moon Mirror Shield for the next episode and add enemy controller back in, just because in the end it's a better card, or more versatile really. But I do like Moon Mirror Shield on Eschatos, for example, and it's kind of funny. Also, they need to deal with Moon Mirror Shield if they want to ever beat over a monster I have. For the extra deck, I did remove our Riprodocus and added another 3 in Super Quantal Mech Beast, whatever the blue one is, Gramples. This can destroy spell trap cards on the field, might come in handy, especially against all these weird burn decks and stall decks and stuff. And I do want more spell and trap removal. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. The plan for today is actually, I really only try to get 2 more packs. It's the beginning of the season. I am already late. I mean, I said this in the last episode, but I really didn't have the time. And when I had the time, I kind of pushed it back. And, you know, now it's pretty late. So the main goal is getting 2 packs and see if we can. I mean, if the first 2 packs are pretty quick, I will, you know, go for more. Maybe get a rank up, but the main thing is I want to get at least 2 packs and we'll go from there. Yeah, other stuff, you know, I looked at the cards we pulled. Surprisingly enough, on the Lunalight part, we have almost every main deck card except Blue Cat, which is the normal, and Tiger, which is a super rare, of course. And obviously we don't have the fusions, which makes this not very useful, but if we can get more Lunalights, that will be pretty good. Also, you have a bunch of fish stuff that might go into another deck. I checked Regenesis Lord. We need original 2500 attack and defense. And, I mean, that's not happening anytime soon. Maybe we get another Regenesis. If we ever if you're ever to get this out reliably, I will definitely put this in, because this can pretty much win us the game in a turn when, you know, we're getting kind of stuck, but then we put this on the field, attack, it's 5,000, it has piercing, pretty good. The rest, I mean, not really anything we could have used, so this is the deck I'm going in with today. Again, 2 packs, minimum, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. See you in the duels. Alright, we are going first, finally. I am a little concerned about what our opponent does, though. However, you know, what can you do? Our hand is pretty decent. If we can get somewhere. Vela, that's fine, actually. It's annoying, but it's kinda technically fine. Now, I can only make 1 card, but I need that card. So we just have to survive 1 turn. If we survive, and they are probably Malice, so we don't, but if we survive and can get Eschatos on the field, we might have a shot. I have 1 trap. Oh, it's Blue Eyes. I don't know if that's worse or not. If they didn't stop my Marauding Captain, I would have actually used Eschatos and Call Dragon right away. But obviously, since they stopped it, I couldn't do that. I guarantee I just hit the Jet Dragon. That's fine. No, that's not fine, actually. That's terrible. They did use their normal summon. And the tributes thing is not a quick effect. For once. I need you to stop. Yeah. A trap and a dream. It's kind of hilarious how many people rage quit, right? Like, there's no way this is faster than just surrendering. Right? But we won against Blue Eyes by stopping. See, that's why I like this trap, right? Stopping this guy and not sending it to the graveyard as well is pretty good. And if we did survive, which I guess if we shuffled that back, we would have. I could have Eschatos the next turn, called Dragon every turn, and then we would be good. But this is the first pack, so let's get right into it. Alright, here we are, first pack. Also, I want to say this now. There's a new, like, duel mission thing going on, where if you compete in 3 duels, you get one of a ticket for Beat the Boss Rush, or whatever the hell. Beat the Boss? Kinda. I don't know. Then the current selection. When we get the ticket, I'll just use it. I'll allow that because, honestly, it's not going to change much, and I think it's still a free thing you get when you play this game. So I don't know. At this point, like, I want to make progress. So, and it's not going to be that crazy. You know, these packs keep lying to me. I don't like it. Is there anything decent in here? That's a Lightstone card. That's land card. Another super heavy samurai we're not going to use. No. I mean, if there's what would be Duel Links 3 years ago or something, maybe. Yeah, nothing in this pack. So let's get on the next duel. Oh, that's pretty neat. So we're going first. So far, this has been pretty much just Cash Terra spam and Malice. With 2 Blue Eyes, one of which we made rage quit. So yeah, there's that. But this is actually a pretty decent hand, because we can make Cicada King with this. And we can actually use Long One, discarding Shatana, to make Sinister Sovereign for once. It's been a while. You know, I thought about taking this guy out several times, but I just like that card so much. So I didn't. Then we activate this, 1200 damage, right off the bat, set a card. Let's see what they have. They have 42 card deck. I wish you could do that with the extra deck, so I could put in 16 cards, but that would be okay. Now, that is a hand I like to see. Will this do anything against a 60 card deck? Probably not, because this is gonna be stupid. And they probably have Effect Veiler and Ash and, you know, Maxi and Fubulos. They have all that and full combo in hand, of course. So, you know. You know how it is. Well, let's add Lapis. Yes. Then summon Marauding Captain. Activate Marauding Captain. Well, I think they thought we'd do something that we definitely do not do. But I wish if I had one more card that I could just summon at 3, we could have made Gabonga and Cicada King, which would have been pretty awesome, especially together with our 2 set cards. Yeah, but second pack. Let's crack it open. All right. This usually doesn't lie to us, but the last few SR packs were pretty much bullshit. So, here's hoping. Oh, wow. Okay. Reimbursed for the last pack. Now, we just need it to be something decent. A Mayakashi, Absolute Power Force, we have that already. A Tricerachia, a second one. Rectal, okay, interesting. Nice Shining Ring. What is our SR? Performer Palgentrude, okay. Yeah, we are never going to use this. And our SR is... a joke. Actually... once per time on a spell, activated, target this face-up card on the field or monster this card points to. You can discard the same type. Yeah. If there's ever a chance I actually try to make a warrior deck, this is obviously decent. But other than that, I think the best pull we have is Fractal. Bench any of link rating, yeah. So this is 1900. It's, you know, we can, you know, make easier links. I wish I had Shrek or something, but we don't yet. But Fractal is definitely something we can keep in mind for the future. We also have Nerval. I think we have 2 of them. So that's pretty good. Also, this is pack number 2, but I will go for a third pack because I need to compete in 3 duels for the SR ticket. So we get 4 packs basically from dueling, plus the 10 in the beginning. And that should be decent. I hope the third one doesn't take as long. But we never know. Also, I will do this regardless if it's a bot or not. We haven't had any bots yet. Well, there was one, but the duel didn't connect. Anyway, one more before I finish. So let's get on the next one. See you in the duel. Going second and drawing Raigeki? What is this? My birthday? And it's a bot. So, well, I'll see you at the end. Or not. What the hell? I guess this is not a bot. This is someone who bought the account or thinks it's funny to call yourself like a bot. I guess. Because this is not a bot deck. I have not seen a Wooly until now that is actually an actual player. But this is also... So there's 2 possibilities. Either this person bought the account, which... oof. Or... they thought it was funny to call... like, to have an account name like that. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this is a bot that opened the Labyrinth pack? I'm so confused. Anyway. I should have made Shatana first. Whatever. Don't ash me. Transaction rollback, huh? Don't like that. Oh! Hello. Let's get Escotos. Just in case I can't make it, of course. Lose one turn will be here if they decide to actually do something. And next turn... She can't. Getting Scout Buggy negated is really annoying. But whatever. Okay, oh. Oh. Yeah, I put Adipus in here because me getting locked out of stuff except insects. That is fine. Kinda. Fusion monster. What? First summon Fiend. Oh. Okay. Transaction rollback synchro monsters. What? See, I don't I don't understand. This might be a bot with an actual deck, which is really strange. I don't know. Wait. Right. Let's do this. What did I trigger? Oh. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Then we activate Escotos. Fiend. Shuffle back, it doesn't matter. Yoink. Then we can activate Corridor. Add back Flag. We can activate Flag. Shuffle back. Okay, so them surrendering tells me this definitely wasn't a bot, and we won against Lab. This is very confusing to me, But I think it worked out fine. I'm pretty sure this is like maybe the second time ever we won against Lab. Now, obviously, that was not very good, but we got there. Raigeki coming in clutch, huh? Wait, was this the one where I Raigeki them? So, yes. Now, I'm glad I put in Oedipus, just because I would have been stuck on those on that fucking bug the whole time. Anyway, so we have several packs to open. We have like 2 legacy packs. I know, amazing. Maybe 3 after this. We have the selection pack ticket, which again, I'll open these now. I just treat it as because we got these because we dueled and won. Since, you know, I usually don't wait around until I get defeated unless the duel is very good. But those were 3 wins. You get the ticket after 3. It's a selection pack. There's not going to be anything great in there for us. And 1 master pack. Again, I only do this because I technically earned the pack. I'm still obviously not opening like the free packs you get when they change selection packs or add selection packs to the game where you get a free pack. I won't open these, but this is a ticket I got, so I'll just open it. It's not going to make that much of a difference. So yeah, see you in the packs. Alright, and we're starting, as usual, with our legacy packs. 3 of them this time, which is not a lot, but, you know, sometimes you don't get that many. And we get nothing. I mean, Flying Kamakiri is actually not terrible, because it's wind, and we have a few decent wind monsters. Cyber Shadow Gardener is another effect, a trap monster. But nothing in here. Yeah, so if we go back here, yeah, so just to reiterate, I'm not going to open like these things. That is just a free pack. However, we do have one Beat the Boss Rush ticket, which I will just open. So let's go into that. Realistically, the good thing I could get is maybe like Dragon Maid. Oh, we actually got Blue Layer. This is actually kinda technically not necessarily bad. We got 2 of them. And we got, okay, maybe, okay. See, now I regret it. And 2, okay. So, I mean, I don't regret it. I don't know if, no, you are wrong. I'm not gonna play you. Yeah, we can't search itself. Yeah, this is basically just a 3. And this is, yeah, okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What do? If your opponent controls monster, you can turn this card from your hand, then take 1 Cyber Drink from your deck and use personal equip script spell, you can return. Yeah, this is, okay. Yeah, like I thought. I may put in 1 Blue Layer because we have the rank 3 Xyz for it. But, I mean, realistically, like, this on its own doesn't really do anything. I don't think we have another Super Quant card. You know, outside of these 2, but yeah. Tetran, we have this forever. The Novell cards are not going in there, and this is Ashen, which I would love to play, but it's Ashen, so we're not going to. Yeah, let's get into the final master pack of this episode. And maybe we get something pretty good. Or not. Okay, doesn't look too exciting, but you never know. Could be anything in here. Anything. A Dino Wrestler we already have. A level Synchro. A Symphonic Warrior, which, okay. A Time Thief card. And I control time. Yeah, well. You know, you could give me a Redoer. That'd be great. Ice Barrier, Scrap Rage, and Chosen of Zephyr. Yeah, nothing in here. I mean, the only, I think, card that may come in handy at some point is Hexa. But probably not. Realistically. I mean, we have a few Ice Barrier cards, but we have, like, the really bad ones, not the funny newer ones. Hexa obviously being one of the decent newer ones, but I don't think it'll do anything. And this... Lava Monster Negative Activation. Yeah, this is only reasonably good in a Laval deck, which is a Laval deck, so reasonably good means, you know, not good. And more Dino... you know, I take Dino Wrestlers. I don't care. Yeah, anyway. This is it. Unfortunate last pack, but, you know, we got it out of the system. 3 duels, 1. Didn't take as long as I thought, honestly. Longer than I hoped. But it's the beginning of the season, you know. It's all metas and cash. We didn't face any Ryzeal. And they're getting a few cards limited soon. So, we'll see how this shakes up the ranked experience. Gold is always a little weird, in my opinion. But, I don't know. Yeah, with that being said, just a quick thing. And I will hopefully mention this at the end of every episode, so the people who actually watch to this part know what's happening. In next month, which from when this is coming out is December, there's a, I would say, 80% chance that I will don't do any Masochist that month. Or at least not, you know, 4 episodes in that month, because I want to rank down further so I can get more gems. Does that make sense? Not really, because I don't know. Anyway, so I will do that. Probably 80% chance. Again, it's not that huge of a difference, really. But I'm running low on gems, so I gotta figure something out. And what I might do, and you know, I might need opinions on that. If there's a festival in December, which they usually are, I might play that on this account. And if I can use if I can use the cards we own to make a deck, I might allow myself to open packs from wins there, but I would probably have to use a loner deck. That means I will only do this to get gems, for nothing else. But I will get legacy tickets, and I cannot stop that. So these would be obtained from that, but I do need gems, and I'm honestly not ready to pay Konami money for gems, especially with how expensive they are. There's way more important stuff I want to buy than Master Duel gems. Anyway, with that being said, this month is going to be the usual, I guess, except it isn't, because I changed what the usual is anyway, and I'm already late, like I said in the last one. But, you know, from now on, the next 3 ones should be normal, I guess. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I wish you a very nice day, night, afternoon, morning, whenever and wherever you are. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.